Enthusiastic, excited, very relieved that we are able to participate in baseball after 2 hard years. From an African perspective, COVID, the pandemic, stopped and halted a lot of sport. The mere fact that we are able to come to Tainan and to participate on a global stage is excitement and enthusiasm. Our young players are so excited, our coaching staff, and you know, it's a game changer for us and for Africa to grow the game and to get back. You know, the mere fact that we are able to come to Taiwan and play against some of the best teams in the world and to learn the global game is very encouraging. But at the same time, to be in Taiwan and to get to play against the host nation is probably one of my biggest and my team's biggest highlights. There are so many big teams as well to play against. So to answer your question, we are over the moon. We are just very, very relieved that the world is going to give us some sort of normality to be able to compete. You know, sport as a way of uplifting youth in so many different mediums and giving children an opportunity to express themselves on the sport field, but also to possibly get other opportunities to travel the world where they might not have. We have some children here that have never even left their cities, and now they've left their country and are in another country. And for that, we are truly grateful. And we give all glory, you know, to the Lord upstairs and also to WBSC for giving us this opportunity. Our selection process was scheduled to start over a 2-year period because obviously with the under U-12 World Cup appearing in every 2 years, we have a process to start. Obviously with COVID, it had another idea. However, as South Africans and as human beings, we are very resilient in a way. And we started doing virtual coaching sessions, virtual assessments with players over a period. Unfortunately, we only returned to playing in high-level participation in our country in April. We have, to give you an idea, we have a massive national tournament where all the best teams and they play in a national tournament. We had to miss 2 during COVID. So our last one was in April where we were able to identify 52 players. And through that process, we identified 52 players, but also 23 of the players would be eligible for next year's World Cup. With that in mind, because we have to plan, you know, we have to put processes in place so that we can plan for the future. So we were able to select 52 players, and through virtual training sessions with the coaching staff to upskill the coaches, we were able to put elite training programs in place in 4 different regions where players would come together. To give you an idea, baseball is not our #1 sport in South Africa, even though I would love it to be. So we do not always have so much facilities because baseball is a summer sport. In winter, we have a lot of rain. And so we need to find indoor facilities. But through the help of our federation and a lot of people that have assisted us in growing the game, we've been able to train indoors in a big complex with batting cages, pitching mounds. And we've trained very hard for the last 3 months. Some of our players were training 5 days a week, and it's very difficult with 11 and 12-year-olds because we have to start in the evening. So logistically, it's not always easy, but with the help of the federation and a very strong coaching staff, we were able to come to the final 18, and we're very proud that they represent South Africa in all demographics. We have been able to identify players from grassroots levels in areas that have just started playing. And we're very proud that we have 2 players that from our grassroots development system that has been included. And another region has been working harder for the last 3 years, have produced another 2 players from development structures. So to give you an answer, it's been quite an interesting process because of COVID. We had 2 major lockdowns during our baseball season where we went to level 5, which meant that no one could leave their houses. Children couldn't even go to school. But we're standing in front of you very proud and say with our selection process, we were able to identify the best 18 to represent South Africa. our expectation was to participate and obviously to represent Africa. We represent South Africa, but in the bigger picture, we represent Africa. My expectations have already been exceeded in the first day. Our hosts have been fantastic. Our expectation is we don't expect to win the tournament. We are very humble and we understand the level of our baseball. However, we are here to learn and to grow, because each one of my athletes understand that whatever experience we can gain from this, we can take back to Africa and to grow the game, because these small moments will encourage future players to get involved. From a coaching staff, we're here to learn from some of the best coaches in the world. And we want to take that back to South Africa and push it through Africa so that we can develop the game. So our expectation is to compete in every game, to learn, and to be able to take cultural experiences back to our athletes. Already, we've only been here 2 days, and we have learned a lot. We've seen a lot, and the respect level of our host country and with WBSC's assistance as well, just shows how important the game is and how the game can change lives. From a coaching perspective, we want to give children a chance through this World Cup so that they can see that the game can offer more. It can offer educational and more life-changing changes. So to compete, yes, we're here to compete, but we are here to learn and to absorb so that we can take back to our country so that we can grow the game.